My name is Harnoor. I'm a fourth year accounting student at Douglas College, and I did an exchange at ISC Paris. Well, I knew I wanted to go to a business school, and I wanted to go somewhere, I think there were a lot of places in France, like Lyon and Bordeaux, but they're not really financial hubs. So I really wanted to go to Paris because it's kind of central. And I think it was the only business school that was available as well. So that's why I chose Paris. I took a bunch of marketing classes, and I believe I will be receiving credit. I think all of them transferred over, and some of them transferred over directly, so to some requirements, but most of them just transferred over as just general credit. They were all pretty much marketing courses, and they were pretty similar. There was some coursework that was so similar to another class that I already took at ISC Paris. So there was that, but I wasn't complaining because it was kind of easier to travel and whatnot instead of having to study too much. But I found most of the courses to be similar, and it was interesting to see a different type of teaching style. I found the teachers to be much more lenient compared to North America. I was at SFU a couple years ago, so comparative to SFU and Douglas to ISC, I found the professors to be much more lenient. Absolutely freaking amazing. It depended on if I had class in the morning or 12:30. If it was in the morning, I would just get up right before class started and just head to class, usually not eat anything. After class, maybe if my friends were in the class, we would go and grab matcha and walk around in the center, go see the Louvre, or walk near the Concorde area and bask in the sun if it was a nice day. If I had class later during the day, I would usually get up, go get a baguette usually, and then come home, make breakfast, go to the gym, and then go to class, and then hang out with friends after. And then in the evening, either I would cook dinner or we'd go out with friends. And usually almost every night we'd go out for wine or drinks, just always in the city. Yeah, I miss it. I miss it a lot. It was just really, really nice to be in the center and be just 5 steps away from all of Paris. There's just so much to do, so much. And you don't need a car, which is great. You just need your feet. I would see the Eiffel Tower multiple times a week, just see it randomly and see it sparkle randomly throughout the day. Yeah, truly a dream. It felt like a movie, yeah. Absolutely impeccable. Oh, I miss it. It takes an hour in the bus here to get anywhere, but there in Paris, it would take you 20 minutes to get anywhere, at least from where I was. I went to Nice twice. I went to London twice. I went to Malaga, Marbella, Valencia, Brussels. I took a train to Nice once, which was 6 hours. I wouldn't do that again. The flight is just an hour, or actually less maybe. The flight to London is an hour. The flight to Valencia is an hour and a half. Everywhere, it's just, I can't wait to get back. Oh, I have a bunch written down. Seeing the Eiffel Tower for the first time, I remember I forgot what they were. Cosmopol is the student organization that they have at ISC, and they organized a bunch of events for exchange students. And one of the events was seeing the Eiffel Tower. And I had been there for almost 2 weeks and I hadn't gone to see the Eiffel Tower. So they organized that, and I remember there was a building and then you can see the Eiffel Tower near Trocadero. And I remember seeing it and just actually in awe. So that's a memory that I have ingrained in my mind. And then, another one is drinking wine by the Seine with my friends. We would just grab a €3, €4 wine bottle and just sit by the water and talk and drink. And the views were amazing. Anywhere you look in Paris, it's beautiful. It was never a dull moment, ever. Another one is a motorcycle ride through Paris during sunset. That, I remember being on the motorcycle, and I couldn't take my phone out because I had gloves on and whatever. But I remember looking at the sunset, and the sun was like so big and low and yellow, and the sky was pink. And I remember just taking like a snapshot in my mind because I couldn't take a photo. So that is one of the biggest highlights. And on the motorcycle, it was so much fun through Paris. Grabbing matcha on like a sunny day with my friends and just hanging near the Concorde area. That was my favorite area in Paris because you can see the Eiffel Tower and just the beautiful buildings and like right by the gardens. Another highlight is me and my friend Benjamin would like sometimes after class just grab a beer and just sit on the Tuileries Gardens, and you could just see the Eiffel Tower and the sunset and all of it. Okay, my first friend, actually Benjamin. So this was the first day of orientation, and I'm a very punctual person. I'm usually, at least if it's a first meeting or whatever, I'll be there 15 to 30 minutes early. And Benjamin's German, so they're usually also punctual as well. And he was also there 30 minutes early. So that's kind of how we became friends, because we were the only people there, and people showed up late as well. And that's kind of how we bonded, just over how everyone shows up late and we're always on time. And we're still friends to this day. We talk almost every day. We send memes back and forth all the time. Actually, most of my friends I talk to this day, and we always send memes back and forth. That's kind of our communication. Yeah, that was my first friend. Oh my gosh. So my first 2 months were absolutely brutal. Like, I remember thinking that I wanted to go back home to Canada. And how I overcame it, I think the weather got better. That was one thing. And I became closer to my friends and started saying yes to more plans. I would just be cooped up. Like, there were days at a time where I wouldn't leave my apartment, obviously contributing to me being sad. And then I started saying yes to plans, and the weather got better, so I'd want to be outside more. That's how it got better. Just saying yes to plans and knowing that I only have a limited amount of time here and I should make the most of it. So that's kind of how I got out of that funk. I don't know if this is a tradition, but I find that a lot of the French just drink whenever they want. That's a great tradition, I think. I think like another French kind of thing is that they riot a lot. I didn't get to see anything, but actually I have friends that are still in Paris right now, and the PSG soccer, they won, and they were rioting because they won. So I've seen some videos of that. I guess that's kind of a tradition. The French like to riot. But I didn't get to see any of that. Can I play it? I actually have a bunch. So I have two vibes. One would be like a vintage French type of playlist. And the second one would be like house music. So the first one would be this one. This one, I remember playing it consistently, and I would sing this all the time, and my friends would know that this is my song because I would just sing it all the time. I figured out what I wanted to do with my career and life for the next 5 to 10 years, which before I went abroad, before I was here, I just knew that I wanted to finish my degree and get a job, and not really I guess I wanted to travel, but I didn't have like a set goal, anything in mind of what I wanted to do. It was very just kind of blah, blah. And ever since I come back, I have goals and like a plan in mind to get to where I want to get now. And I know that I do want to end up back in Europe. So I've kind of just worked backwards from that to figure out how to get there. Which has really made me more driven and ambitious in my career. Even though I haven't started it yet, I know what I want to do, which I didn't know what I wanted to do. Like, I knew I was doing accounting, I would become an accountant. I knew that, but it was so general. But now I have a very specific, like who I'm networking with, what networking events I'm going to, what firm I want to work at. Like, I have all of that down now, just within like the past month and a half. Yeah, basically just gave me a sense of direction in my career and figure out what I have to do to get to Europe, basically. I have gained so much more. I've learned how to communicate better network better and hold conversations better, which I guess I never really did that here. I would just kind of stay within my group of friends. And I never really got the chance to meet new people. I just wouldn't go out and about. So being abroad and meeting new people constantly made me learn how to communicate better, how to introduce myself better and efficiently, and how to hold conversations longer and just build relationships and not just introduce myself and kind of like be transactional. And I love talking to people and meeting new people now. I feel like I would never really did that before. I was much more quiet and shy and reserved. And ever since I've been in Paris, it's like I can hold a conversation. I love talking to people now. Yeah, I completely changed, I feel like, since coming back, it's amazing, but yeah. I actually just had a coffee chat yesterday. So I'd just be like, hi, I'm Harnoor. I'm like a fourth year student at Douglas College. I'm in my accounting degree, and I know that I want to work in audit, and I would like to know what your experience has been like at blank firm. Yeah, 1000%. I think this was like the single greatest thing I did for my like university career, for sure. Yeah. I think also living alone and being in a different city helped me grow. Because I've lived in BC my whole life. So even though you go to university in BC, even when I went to SFU, like sure, it was bigger school and farther away, I still never felt like I could, I don't know, properly be like fully myself. I still had to go home and have my like life that I've lived since I've been a child. So being in a new environment and completely reinventing myself was good. Yeah. A trillion% do it. Like, even if you have to find a part-time job to make it work, do it. And I think Douglas also offers scholarships, which is very, very helpful, that I kind of live just off of that. Do it. I think Douglas makes it so easy for you to be able to do it too. I wish I could be the face of it. I would promote it consistently. Yes, please do it. Please, yeah. It was just so good. I don't know how else to promote it. Like, I don't know what more I could say. I feel like you could probably see it in my face, just how much I had a good time. And even everyone I've been meeting since I've been coming back, they see I have like a different glow in my face and just, I don't know, and just do it. Like Nike, just do it. It just opens your mind to so much more. I always knew I wanted to travel, but again, like in regards to my career, I just thought that I was just gonna stay in Canada for the rest of my life and maybe like, I'll work somewhere. I never had a proper plan, but actually being out there for that long I never would have imagined that life for myself. And now I can. Yeah. Like, no questions asked. I'll go tomorrow. I wish I did it earlier so I could have done a second exchange semester. I would do it like next fall if I could, but I have to graduate, so can't. And I have bigger goals than just an exchange semester now to get me back to Europe, which like I would love to, but I want to graduate so I can get there full time.